Anime and its fan bases are full of what I can only describe as interesting people. Sometimes you can be wonderful, talented, and truly invested individuals who you form a bond with inside and outside the community. And other times, you can find a cesspool of individuals congregating to create what is the worst amalgamation of toxic behavior a group of people can exhibit.
So, as a Dragon Ball fan, I think this needs to be addressed because as far as I'm aware, I don't see many people speak about this issue. And I don't blame them most of the time because when it comes to crazy communities, you usually never want to encourage them as it could make the situation worse. But I don't care.
In today's video, my good friend Vaughn and I will be discussing a very toxic and very vocal side of the Dragon Ball fanbase and how their behavior has been normalized and led to insane incidents and consequences. I warn you, this video will contain discussion involving racism, homophobia, and a complete disregard for the terminally ill. Buckle up while we take a deep dive into the cesspool that is the Dragon Ball fanbase across social media. Recently, with the influx of old and new Dragon Ball fans, has also come an increase in people looking further into the power scaling side of things. While power scaling as of recent is already innately toxic, Dragon Ball fans lead the crux of toxicity that exceeds what I could call normal amounts. Going to platforms like Instagram or TikTok will present you with a battlefield for Dragon Ball fans invading other fandoms to start pointless debates on how Goku beats their favorite character. Half the time, these debates are completely irrelevant to the topic itself or just bait for foster toxic debates or troll people. On top of this, when they are losing a debate or falter with proving Goku is like out of verse or something, the entire conversation tone changes from trolling to just outright bullying or bigotry. Imagine the worst words someone can say to you over the most insignificant thing. It's like some of these people can't distinguish fiction from reality. Half the time, these debates aren't even really full-hearted. They're arguing a point that they know isn't true just to piss people off, and then when they lose, they take the most extreme low road possible to insult that person.
Take this guy for an example. He was joking that Goku was the weakest character in anime, and instead of the fanbase brushing it off for commenting something predictable like Goku solos, he got hit with a ton of videos of an AI Goku calling him all sorts of racial and homophobic slurs.
Goku is Shut the fuck up, you nigger slave monkey! I will destroy your ass and will fuck your mother like a bitch, you cotton farmer! I am Goku so much better than you! You show yourself now, you autistic retard!
Like, that alone is crazy. He's not the only victim though. Innocent bystanders who have nothing to do with Dragon Ball will still be a target in their little jokes. There's a lot of innocent videos of children being cancer, but somehow Goku Black would come out of nowhere saying the most diabolical shit. And the comments would be praising the video. Like, that shit isn't funny. It's weird and cringe. You guys can call me a crybaby or have an AI Goku interrupt me calling me all sorts of names, but that would literally just lead you all to prove my point. That Dragon Ball would continue to be a franchise that no one takes seriously. And I don't want that for the future of this community. If nothing changes soon, this fanbase will continue to go downhill and remain toxic.
I decided to do further research on this, specifically the kid who most sees at its target in regards to cancer. The boy's name is Slater Bushman, I believe, who battled cancer for over a year and survived, which is insane and exceptional to say the least. Definitely something to look into if you're hoping for something positive to learn about today. This all does come crumbling down when you learn that even on the official news report, this kid isn't safe from these rabid assholes who call themselves fans of anime. Comments like, still can't beat Goku to this day and we need a rematch are just, what is actually fucking wrong with these people? So not only do we have racism and homophobia, we have a complete lack in disregard for human life due to either an obsession with Dragon Ball or the fact that anonymity makes people act in the worst ways without repercussions. Another weird trend that I've seen that goes overall deeper than the toxicity that Dragon Ball fans exhibit nowadays is a lack of regard for mental health, specifically towards other men. As of recent, Dragon Ball Super has lacked an overall emotional depth we were used to from Dragon Ball Z. You could argue there are moments trying to emulate this, but most of the times these are just nostalgia bait that don't even land since it's been done before over and over, even in GT, where most emotional moments land better anyway. Anyways, I've seen similar AI videos telling people to just get over how they feel and train.
Depression is just an illusion. If you tell yourself that you can't do it, then you can't. It's about believing yourself. If you believe it will work out, you'll see opportunities. If you believe it won't, you will see obstacles.
Humans. They're telling humans to train like Saiyans, fictional characters. We aren't humans from that anime. While I am a supporter of using the gym to help you overcome mental concerns, it's just a factor that helps, not the main solution. Getting stronger isn't bad. I have a video or two of gym progress on my own channel. I do think we shouldn't disregard people's true feelings just because Vegeta rarely expresses his own and would rather fight than do so. It's an insane comparison and shows a huge lack of empathy that these specific people have.
This all stems from social media, with Instagram and TikTok having some of the worst Dragon Ball fans on there. I won't lie, sometimes the Dragon Ball fanbase can come out with some great content or funny memes, but then there's some stuff that they post in which I think is so corny and just god awful. I can laugh at some dark humor jokes from time to time, but I do think there should be a fine line somewhere on what should and shouldn't be a joke, because if anything can be a joke, it would lead to someone taking it too far. We, as anime fans, need to do better within our communities. I've seen a lot of toxic fan bases ranging to gaming franchises like Sonic or hip-hop stars like NBA Youngboy, but I've never seen them to be as bad as the Dragon Ball fanbase. There was a time when anime wasn't as popular where I thought everyone who watched it was pretty cool. Anytime we talked about Dragon Ball, Naruto, or Attack on Titan, it would always be civil. But then there was a shift in which anime became more accepted in society, and personally where I think the toxic fan bases start to spawn like crazy. I used to love talking about Dragon Ball and other types of anime to other people, but after Super released, nobody wanted me to talk about that shit. Like, the amount of disrespect to Dragon Ball was crazy. The response always goes, no one cares about how strong Goku is, you don't watch anime, or some other ignorant shit. It got to a point where when I did speak about anime to other people, I would always leave Dragon Ball out of the conversation just to prevent getting shamed. But over time, I wondered why Dragon Ball was getting so much hate, because if I'm not mistaken, I thought it was one of the most beloved anime series ever, but I guess not these days. At some point in my life, I managed to find out why, and I think it all comes down to the fanbase with their stupid shenanigans, driving people away from the series, refusing to give it a chance altogether, or to take it seriously.
Overall, I think the increase in toxicity has allowed toxic power scalers and superfans to devalue actual human beings for the sake of a fictional character. Respectfully, stop riding Goku's meat. It's okay to be a fan and to love something a lot. Anime has carried us through tough times, and its characters, although fictional, can be inspirational. Why not take after Goku's pure heart and start being kind to others, instead of being mean and rude and just awful to people you disagree with, or for the sake of some internet brownie points and what you consider a laugh? Respectfully, go fuck yourself if you're one of these people. It's your boy Zeref, signing off. Peace. Thanks for watching.